If you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business and you've paid for skills, there's nothing wrong with aiming for a six-figure grossing income. Today we are talking about things that can hinder you making six figures this year. And no, it's not just the economy, because actually in times of stress, beauty services are not just pampering, but also a bit of cheap therapy for some. Hey there and welcome back. If you are new here, hi, I am Paola of paolaponcenails.com, and I help you master gel nails as an independent nail stylist using soft gel only. If this sounds like a niche you like to continue exploring, then do consider subscribing. The state of the economy is outside of your control. So instead, let's focus on things that you actually have control over. Here are 5 factors that, in my opinion, will hinder you from hitting your six-figure goal this year. Let's start with number 1, doing the same thing you did last year. Clearly, if last year was not as profitable as you wanted it to be, you need to shake some things up. This could mean you upgrade your products and services by taking an extra class or 2. It could also mean improving your speed and letting go of services that mess up your income predictability because you don't do them enough, or they're not where your specialty lies. As an example, say you already have your nail business and you're offering regular nail polish manicures, but are also doing enhancement services like acrylic or structured overlays. Your enhancement services take you consistently around 2 hours, and they are what you love doing, but you continue to book regular manis just to make the extra money, but they may take the same or close to the same focus and energy of your enhancements. This is a big mistake. You as an independent nail stylist need to hone in on what you want to be known for this year and start cultivating those client relationships in all your marketing efforts, even if it's just on social media. You and I don't have extra resources to waste, i.e. time, money, products, and energy. Time and energy, they don't renew as often as money and products do, by the way. So get very selective this year. Number 2, doing nails only. Yep, you're probably like, Paola, what do you mean? I am only a nail tech. I can only do nails. If you only want to do nails, hitting six figures in your business can be stressful. Now hear me out. I'm not saying go get a separate license and start doing hair, or if you're already a cosmetologist, maybe incorporating hair. Do not lose focus of what you love in nails. All that it may mean for you to make a big income boost, and I know it from first experience. If you haven't watched that free masterclass below, or if you have, you know this. Honing in on what you want to be known for can actually create a big income boost. So I'm not saying pick up an esthetician license. I'm not saying add lashes to your services, to your menu of offerings. That's going to distract from what you can be honing in and really amplifying in your nail services, okay? It can be your acrylic services, your hard nail services, but here, obviously, we talk about soft gel. You gotta get the marketing down around what you do and offer so that more people can book that service. You become a specialist at it and you're able to charge top dollar for your specialty. But here's a different thing. If you incorporate education and even a few retail or merch items, those products can make income for you that do not require recruiting more clients or booking more services. But with education, even if you're a little shy, I understand, content creating or creating educational content around your niche is a great way to start inching into your goals of maybe becoming an educator. And if not an educator, just creating content and getting paid. You may not know, or maybe you do, but YouTube pays you for content creating, not the big bucks, but some income. And Instagram is also allowing you to monetize your reels. So that can be a little bit of income. It's more strategic than that, but there are definitely some little pockets there of money that do not require that you take on another client. And what I mean by becoming an educator is not just becoming a brand educator. That's a first, that can be a goal, but it's not the only way to become an educator. You might even just pigeonhole yourself into a brand that may not be fully supportive of you or book you as an educator. There's so much more to hosting your own classes than just going into a brand program as an educator or whatnot. To have some real achievements as an educator in person or online, you need coaching. I would not have gone at the level I am today with my education and content creation without investing in programs. And yeah, sometimes they're expensive. Staying at the rim and simply skimming through free education or what your peers are doing and copying that will not move the needle significantly in your education business. So this is not for all, but if this is your next step, you got to really listen to me here. Even if you do end up making money as an educator, like little pockets here and there, you may struggle to find a sustainable schedule for work-life balance for content creation. And so you're going to feel split in different directions. You got the salon services, you got to be a content creator, you got to pop another reel, maybe you should start a YouTube channel. That is no way to sustainably run a business confidently. I am telling you from experience, from good experience, that you need to work a workflow and you need to invest in coaching. If you make a mental and financial commitment to dive in and give something your all, you won't be going into a new path of uncertainty alone. The Nail Affiliate course is a wonderful course included in the admission of MGN PRO if you're looking into monetizing as a content creator. If you're not familiar with it, I'll drop a link below for you to learn more about it. You don't have to enroll, just read the details and see if that's where you want your career in 2023 to go. Number 3, not pre-booking and starting a waitlist. So many times, especially as new nail techs, we get caught up in the emotion of getting a new client and hooray, of course, and then having that same client return, hooray again, and that's fine. But do keep your thoughts and even your conversation with that customer or client in the future. And when that client returns a third time, that's a good time to encourage them to start pre-booking their next appointment if a certain time and date works. Pre-booking your clients is not an inconvenience. Quite the opposite. If you prioritize to pre-book them, that client, they will not go through often disappointments of not being able to get in with you because they already know you've set them up with a space in your highly coveted schedule. And your schedule can be tight because you don't want to work 6 days. So they have to figure out how they can get in consistently with you those 4 days maybe that you work. So it's not just necessarily about booking yourself out to the rim. Believe me, I've been there, and it's not the most sustainable way, and it's not the way to build a lifestyle profitable business, okay? And then after encouraging the pre-booking, after about 6 months or so, or at the start of the new year, if you're comfortable, if you've had your clients for a long time, you'll want to have them pre-book ahead for the next 6 months to a year. Again, do not be shy. This is not an inconvenience. This is a convenience for them. This creates also tremendous income predictability and stability in your business, knowing that you actually just have a few spots to fill in your book every week, every month for that year. Can you imagine what it would look like if you just took Tammy and you replicated Tammy through 12 months in your book, and then you took Polly, right? And then you replicated her appointment for the next 12 months in the book. And you did that with your 20, 30, it usually takes about 50 clients. They can be returning. Sometimes they come back twice a month. It doesn't mean that you need 50 new clients every month. This is so obtainable, okay? So stay with me because I'm hosting also a bootcamp that is really going to help you get there. So imagine if all you need is 50 clients to book out your entire year, the question really becomes, how do I find them? Where are they? How do I keep a list of people eagerly waiting to come and get in my books, right? It becomes a lot more easier when you look at it and you work from it backwards, which is what I'm going to encourage you to do in this video and in the upcoming bootcamp. And again, once you've pre-booked most of your clientele, it becomes very easy to start a waitlist. Number 4, not raising your prices. There cannot be any stutter stepping here because the groceries and your taxes and the cost of supplies do not hesitate to increase. Therefore, neither should your prices, as this is how you make a living to pay those ever-growing expenses. Every year, your prices should go up at least $5. But if you're playing catch up and have not given yourself a raise, do $10. And if you're really behind on what you should be charging, you may have to do 2 increases in 1 year. What should a nail tech be making an hour? That number will vary on what you do and your overhead. Our specialized stylists inside the Master Gel Nails course are coached not to charge anything lower than $60 for 90 minutes of their time, even as a new nail grad. But a sure answer is definitely not minimum wage. Why? Because for the amount of hats you wear to be your own boss, you deserve to earn way above that. Otherwise, just go get a job you love and be happy. Nothing wrong with that either, by the way. Number 5, not doing the math. Yep, sometimes we dive into things without considering the cost. So if you want your business to make $100,000 this year, that means that if you work 5 days a week for the remainder of the year, so 260 days, every workday you should gross at least $384, which is achievable, by the way. But keep in mind that in my experience as a self-employed worker, my accountant suggests saving 25% of my income for taxes. So really, if you want to take $100,000 only on nail services, right? You're not offering retail, you're not doing education, none of that. So after your taxes, your real goal is more around $125,000, right? Which is about $480 per day. And you're definitely worth every dollar of that. Do not look at that again like, oh, I can't do that. You can. So factor all of that into knowing how many days you actually want to work in the salon and how many clients you want to see each day. Doing nails is physically painful, guys. Okay, so it's not something that you want to be always like strapped into this chair where you cannot, take time off because you're going to lose on income. So this is why I'm wanting you to incorporate some digital strategies into what you do. And that's why we offer programs like Nail Affiliate, which is part of MGN PRO, and the Virtual Nail Tech program, which helps you create your own offers. So you don't have to depend on becoming a brand educator to have success. You can create your own offers and start earning income as a digital entrepreneur. As the deadlines for these programs approach, MGN PRO is this month, but the Virtual Nail Tech will open up shortly on an ongoing basis throughout 2023. Just keep in our newsletter, in our email newsletter, and you'll always have the updates on these programs, okay? Instagram is good. I'll also send reminders there, but really, if you're in our newsletter, you're in everything. We let you know everything pretty much 95% of the times first, okay? You get to know all the details of everything first. If you want to jump on waitlist so that you can get those VIP perks for signing up early, newsletter is it. Again, if you're interested in putting these topics together that we talked about today, I'll be hosting a short bootcamp on this topic. And if you're on the MGN PRO waitlist, you'll be the first to know. So you're set if you've already signed up to the waitlist. And those are my 5 things that can hinder you from making 6 figures this year and beyond. Again, number 1, doing the same thing you did last year. Number 2, doing nails only. Number 3, not pre-booking and starting a waitlist. Number 4, not raising your prices. And number 5, not doing the math. In your hands literally lies the power to make someone feel pampered and beautiful. Do an amazing job and genuinely care for your clients. This will take your business far. If you want to get ahead this year and nail your gel nail applications once and for all, or if you want to learn how to book yourself out even as a new nail tech, and if you want to learn how to structure and price your services, this is the last call to enroll in the MGN PRO waitlist for this January enrollment. MGN PRO is my program that includes all of my signature courses, and I also host small group coaching intensives to make sure you get on a straight and narrow path to meet your goals in the business of nails. The doors open twice a year, and the next time this program will open is in September. If you are wanting to become an independent stylist specializing in the use of soft gel, and you can benefit from group coaching, like kind of holding your hand, do sign up to the waitlist to learn more. Thank you and bye for now.